The problem we are facing is waste production, not plastic production, waste production. So every effort we can, everything we can do to reduce the amount of waste we produce, this is to encourage. We need to make sure of this. So the waste is the problem we have to reduce. So, what do you think, Ronnie? How do we move forward?
If you have your presentation, we can just start with that, and then the kids can.
Yeah, sure. First of all, I want to thank Totem and Ro for setting up this meeting with you guys. I'm very happy to have the chance to talk to some nice boys and girls in India. I visited India in 2019, and with Totem we travel on the Ganges from Varanasi to Calcutta. A piece of my heart is there in India, and I really look forward to come to India again soon. Anyway, this presentation, the title of the presentation is Towards a New World, meaning that we are in the middle of a big transformation in terms of geopolitical transformation, in terms of climate transformation, also in terms of many transformation. So what is ahead of us is the chance to build a new world, and this is a responsibility we have. And so in the next couple of slides, or maybe 10, 15, I don't remember, I'll try to be as clear as possible on my perspective on how we can move towards a new world, which, of course, by the way, a better, just world, more responsible world, more equal world. So I am an explorer, as Totem have already told you. I've been making exploration and adventures for many years, roughly 20 years now. So I traveled across one of the largest glaciers in the world by myself, pulling a sledge. I also crossed the Sahara Desert, which is in North Africa. And more recently, in 2011, I run across United States. But here in Italy, I am well known for another adventure, another expedition, which is the crossing of the Atlantic Ocean and the Pacific Ocean, a crossing on a rowing boat, on a small rowing boat. You see, this was my rowing boat, 7 meters long, and there was here my cabin where I would sleep and eat and rest, and those were my rows. The only way to move forward. And in total, I rode many miles, 11,000 miles in the Pacific Ocean, and I was alone on my rowing boat for 10 months. For 10 months. I mean, some of you might ask, Alex, why are you exploring? Honestly, why are you exploring? Well, the answer to this question is very simple. The answer is because exploration for me is a way to get to know myself a little bit better. In fact, I believe that exploration goes on two dimensions: the horizontal dimension, the one from point A to point B, and the vertical one, that is the exploration of my inner world. You see, so every single time I ventured in the wilderness, I have the chance to appreciate and to understand more of myself. And this is thanks to exploration or adventure, whatever we want to call it. And this is a desire that everybody has. I don't remember where I was.
Desire.
Oh yeah. We all, every human being has this push towards the unknown. That's a human desire, a desire for the human spirits. That is why we have overcome many obstacles in life, you know. With the attitude of an explorer, you can assess the situation and try to take advantage of anything. And this is a specific mindset. I like to call it the explorer mindset. Anyway, we will get back to it maybe later. So in these 20 years, I happened to see beautiful things. Beautiful things. Some of these beautiful things I cannot even tell you because they are beyond words. This is Aurora Borealis. This is
I know. Yeah, they know about Aurora.
This is a wonderful. Sorry?
They know about Aurora Borealis. They have read about it in their.
This is, yeah. This was a very beautiful moment some years ago in Iceland, when I happened to see this colorful sky with all these stars, and every single star seems to speak at me. They were bright and they were speaking at me. And every time I see or every time I look at this picture, I can't stop from thinking how small we are. How small we are. Those stars can be 10 million kilometers away. 10 million, 15, nobody knows. Anyway, I saw beautiful things, but I also saw very dramatic things and very bad things. Now I'll show you this short footage of me in Iceland, and the wind is very, very strong. And protect your ears if the volume is too high.
Your sound is not coming.
No sound, but it's okay. It's
No,
fine.
he has sound.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's just wind. এত জোরে হাওয়া দেয়. Yeah, very good.
So Iceland is a small island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, in the northern Atlantic Ocean. And so again, with my expedition, I happened to see beautiful things and horrible things, but all of the two have all of the two have made me more aware of the fragile balance that our world is on. Sometimes we believe that we have our world in our hands, but most of the times we treat it as we are walking with our foot on it, so not respecting, exploiting it, not taking good care of it, and so on. Do you have a question?
Okay. One person have a question.
How you spend the night in Iceland?
How did you stay the night in Iceland?
How did you manage?
Ooh. Did you see this tent?
Yeah.
This was my shelter. I would sleep in all night. And this, even though it's made of a very thin layer of material, it really protects me from the wind and from the snow. But as you have seen in the short video, the wind was making all dancing, and so yeah, that was my little shelter. And so after 15 years of exploration, I thought that I had to speak for the planet a little, at least a little, because nobody or very few people, from my perspective, back in 2018, care about the plastic or the pollution issue, the plastic pollution issue. And when I rode the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean, I saw with my eyes lots of garbage, but nobody was there except me. So if you can see it is as if it doesn't exist for you. So with the help of Totem in 2019, we set off for the first of 10 expeditions on the 10 most plastic polluted rivers in the world. And those rivers are, 8 of them are in Asia: Ganges, Indus, Yellow River, Yangtze, and only Mekong, and only 2 of them are in Africa: Nile and the Niger. And these 10 rivers transport more than 90% of the river-based plastic to the ocean. Can you believe it? Where, I mean, this is a question for you guys. Where all the plastic that enter the ocean ends up?
মাছেরা কেন সে মাছ আমরা খাই আমাদের
They're saying the animals eat it, the fish eat it, we eat it.
Finally, it comes back to us.
It comes back to us.
Yes. So the journey of a piece of plastic that start from Varanasi and enter the ocean, it's a very long one, and very often the plastic accumulates in two big patches. I use small, I don't know why small, but they are big, immense, they are huge patch of plastic. The one you see on your right, next to California, between California and Hawaii, and the second one is by Japan.
Alex, how big are these patches? How many kilometers?
All together, because you cannot, I mean, the only way to measure is to measure the whole patch. And
Yeah.
the Great Pacific, we are now seeing the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which is, again, this plastic accumulation. It measures 1.6 million square kilometer.
3,200
So India is 3.2 million square
India-
kilometers.
মানে
India. So the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is half of the size of India.
Alex, where will this plastic go? How can it disappear?
Well, that's a good question. The plastic stay there
ওখানেই থাকে।
because thanks to the currents and this specific situation in atmosphere, this plastic stay there. Stay there. I mean, it takes a long journey to reach the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, but once it's there, it will never leave. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. This is me in 2019 when I rode across the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. I set off from San Francisco and I rode across the largest accumulation of plastic you see in the right hand side of the image. And this is what I could take from the water. And this plastic, I mean, I don't even know what was that, because the problem is many people believe that the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is an island, but it's not an island. It's more like a plastic soup made of tiny piece of plastic, so small that fish take it as a nutrient. They believe, I mean, they don't eat it because, I mean, yeah, they think this plastic is nutrient, and so they eat it. And so they are small, and they got lots of it. And so that's where the plastic ends up. So the journey start from here, from India, and then it ends up in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Now, some of you might ask, did anybody ever try to clean up the Great Pacific Garbage Patch? Yes. They tried, and they are making some good effort and some good improvement. The quantity of plastic in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is roughly 100,000 tons. 100,000 tons. The plastic that's there, that floats, is just a tiny fraction of the whole, because the plastic sooner or later would start to sink, and so it gets to the bottom of the ocean, and nobody could ever go and collect it. So the problem is, it's the plastic has to be removed by the ocean, but the effort, the financial effort is enormous. Is enormous. A few years ago, a young Dutch inventor called Zlat Boyant decided that he wanted to clean up the ocean. Clean up.
Yes, go on.
And so he invented a sort of net, a fishing net, a big one. He would deploy the net in the ocean. He would drag it with two vessels like this, and he would collect an awful amount of plastic. Now look at this footage.
Plastic.
এই হচ্ছে জাল
পুরো plastic.
সমুদ্র থেকে তুলে বার করে আনছে।
এই প্লাস্টিক গুলো তো আমরাই তৈরি করি। সব তো
জাল এর মধ্যে একটা মানুষ
I have a question for you guys. What is the feeling that raises in you? I mean, you see this plastic. What's the feeling that you got?
কি মনে হচ্ছে তোদের এটা দেখে কিরকম লাগে?
ফিলিংটা কি? হ্যাঁ?
বল
কি? বল।
One person is saying he is so scared.
Yes, scared.
Another person is saying what?
The garbage kind of a poison.
Fearful.
This garbage is kind of a poison.
Poison. Why the boy is scared? Scared. Why is scared?
Why are you scared? কেন ভয় পাচ্ছিস কেন? So in the future, it will become very poisonous to them also. That's what he's saying, that it will become poisonous to themselves. It will harm them
Yes.
eventually.
Yes.
Anything
It's
else?
very important that we understand that this is not right. This is not right. We all, I mean, we have the right for a safe and clean environment. And the more is safe and clean the environment, the better it can work with us in our survival. This is a very unique moment in history, because for the first time, human being has to face the consequences of some bad behavior that we have been doing for many, many years.
Alex,
Yeah.
So in terms of solution, that was one person tried the fishing net, but it's very difficult to clean up so much plastic with a fishing net. Are there other
Yes.
things which have been tried?
Unfortunately not. There are no other way of cleaning up the ocean. That's the sad news. And as you, I mean, you would imagine that as long as the rivers transport the plastic to the ocean, you can collect 1 tons of plastic today, but tomorrow there are 10,000 tons.
আর পরিষ্কার যদি তুমি আজকে 1 টন পরিষ্কার করছো, আরো 10 টন ঢুকছে
নদী থেকে, হ্যাঁ।
তাহলে তো কোনো উপায় নেই, শেষ নেই। Yeah.
So
Plastic.
why the plastic? Why the plastic is bad for us, but not only for us, but also for the other animals in the food chain. The food chain. Did you know that?
কেন কেন প্লাস্টিক খারাপ কেন? শুধু আমাদের জন্য তো খারাপ তো না, পাখি পশু সবার জন্যই খারাপ। কেন?
প্লাস্টিক কোনোদিন ভাঙে না,
নষ্ট হয় না।
Okay, so the answer is plastic. We can't destroy plastic.
It doesn't degrade, so
It doesn't
just
decay or degrade.
yeah.
It doesn't degrade, and it can last I mean, it can outlive us. Think about disposable diapers, 500 years. So we kind of don't have a solution for the plastic polluting the ocean unless we make all together as a species a big transformation in the way we deal with the world, with the natural world. Since forever, human being has tried to exploit the natural resources in order to grow, to build, to become wealthier, and so on. But something has also created the consequences that we are all now seeing in the ocean. And I understand, because I know, because I went there, that plastic might not be the most serious problem in India. But you as a teenage boy, a teenage girl, you have to, I mean, we all have to rethink the responsibility to leave the world as a better place for the next to come, for the people in the future. When people, that's a pretty amazing collage of picture. Human and nature are very alike.
আমরা মানুষ আর আমাদের প্রকৃতি একই রকম। দেখ, yes.
And starting from starting from this, we have to understand that we cannot take ourselves off the picture, leaving the nature behind. Nature is in us, but most of the time we don't even care about the nature, because nature will take care of it by himself or by itself. But no, we need to be responsible and try our best to reduce the impact of our activities, of our activities in general on the natural resources. Now also we have to come to understand that there is no separation between human and nature. There is no separation. We are all here, and we all have the right to have a safe and clean environment where we can enjoy, where we can explore, where we can have fun with friends, where we can travel. This is something very important. What is this? I mean, everybody knows what is this. Yes. Every astronaut coming back from the exploration mission, space mission, everybody, the first in the first interview they give to public, they convey the message that we are all there, we are all in there, as if only when you leave your home, and you start flying far away from home, far away from the earth, and you can see the earth as this little marble in the black vastness of the universe. All in that moment, the astronauts have the sense of connection with the rest of the world. Because if you think that everything you can imagine is there, every friends you have is in there, every song ever written is made there, it's all there. There is no separation of such, no separation. We have to understand this concept that we are interconnected. And this is, I believe, the first real change in our mind that I hope can produce another change and many other change. But the first change is to understand that we are all in there.
Even
though we will never be able to fly to the space station, we can use our imagination, and every now and then we can imagine to fly to the space station and see our planet from afar, and so we can enjoy the sense of it's all in that piece of rock, because we cannot, I mean, we can clean the ocean, we can clean the river, we can plant trees, we can multiply the biodiversity in our ocean, but nothing will change unless we make this little shift in our mind. That makes the whole difference. That makes the whole difference. And that is the message that I want to share with you. And I hope you will take good care of it.
So Alex, one question came from all these people that how can they join in?
How they can join me?
Yes. To explore.
Well, that's a good. Oh, I'm so happy to have some friends on board. Well, go to school, study, do your homework. Then we will think about it. Then we will think about being explorer. But first, you have to study. You have to understand the complexity of the world. Study and learning is two keys to make the world a better place. If you don't study and you don't learn, you will probably end up doing what I've been doing for the past, since the past. Cultural barrier, and this could be a difficult topic for this young kid, but cultural barrier is very high, and you can overcome the cultural barrier by studying and by learning. Otherwise, you know, the local custom would drive their behavior.
Anything else?
Do you have any question?
তো এটা একজনের পক্ষে তো করা সম্ভব নয়, এটা সবারই উদ্যোগ নিতে হবে।
বল কি প্রশ্নটা কি বল?
তো প্রশ্নটা কি সবাইকে কিরকম মানে
কিভাবে উদ্যোগ দেবে, সবাইকে কি করে convince?
প্লাস্টিক বানায় তাদেরকে এমন এক ধরনের একটা প্লাস্টিক বানাতে হবে যেটা তাড়াতাড়ি সেটা মাটিতে মিশে যাবে।
Yeah. So he's asking it's not possible for a single person. So one kid is asking that it's not possible for a single person. Then how can all, means we all gather and do that? What can be the trigger point to do it? Because one single person can't do it alone.
And they're suggesting that maybe we go to the plastic manufacturers and have them make something which is not as harmful as plastic.
or no, yeah, have an alternative
Or
that's
have an
more
alternative to plastic.
that's more biodegradable, essentially. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there has been a lot of debate around plastic, the pros and the cons of plastic, you know, the positive and negative effect of plastic. Even though, I mean, I strongly believe, I take full responsibility for this. I strongly believe that our world would be very different without plastic. I think that it would be much worse than now. Well, because if you think plastic is a magical product, plastic can take many shapes, can come in different colors, can be used in different situation and way of being used. The problem again is how we dispose it. We dispose plastic not considering that the plastic can last 500 years. So the problem is not plastic. The problem is our relationship with plastic.
Yeah, wasn't there that story of the guy in the US that invented the plastic bag? He was actually trying to curb using paper bags because of the amount of trees that were being cut, and actually trying to find a more eco-friendly solution. And so he created plastic bags as a way, something that was more durable, like something you could use as a tote bag for years and years and years, again and again.
Yeah, sure, exactly. Yeah. If you consider the life, they call it LCA, life cycle assessment. Do you, Ro or Totem, know anything about it?
No,
I don't know.
No, I've never heard of it.
So basically, life cycle assessment would measure the impact of a product since the moment has been produced to the moment have been disposed. So the whole cycle of life of the products. And for containers, you can have plastic containers, glass containers, and aluminum containers. What is the less pollutant of the three on your perspective?
Okay, they all saying plastic.
Is the
Yeah.
most
Is less pollutant and also requires less energy to produce.
No, less.
So plastic is not the demon.
আমরা যদি বেশি করে রিসাইকেল করি
yeah.
So maybe they're saying that recycling is the key, Alex, right? Whatever it
Yes.
is,
Recycling is the key.
recycling is the key.
Definitely. Because, you know, the problem we are facing is waste production, not plastic production, waste production. So every effort we can, everything we can do to reduce the amount of waste we produce, this is to encourage. We need to make sure of this. So the waste is the problem we have to reduce. And so recycling can give another life to the container or to the plastic bag or the film.
রিসাইকেল রিইউজ রিডিউস মনে আছে তো তো তাহলে এইটা যদি করিস তাহলে আর কি বেটার হওয়ার একটা অপশন থাকে হ্যাঁ
Yes, sir.
Very well, Totem. Reuse, reduce, recycle.
one more question came, where are you right now?
I am in Trieste, in Italy.
What's the temperature there, Alex? -5?
Now it's 0 degrees.
0 degrees.
0 is freezing. It's freezing. It's been a great pleasure to talk to you and to spend some time with you, telling you more about plastic pollution.
Yes. It's a pleasure for us.
Yes.
So কিছু বলার আছে?
They're saying nice to meet you. I think they really enjoyed listening to your presentation.
Thank you, Ro, and I'm so sorry because I mean I have a very high temperature still today, and I had nightmares last night.
Oh no! Like
I was
God.
so tired and so worn out.
No, please take care of yourself.
Please take care. Thank you for still like coming through and doing this. We really appreciate it. Like I said, I think they had a really good time listening to this.
So last thing, I'll just want these kids to introduce themselves to you at least. So you should know their
Sure.
names.
Just a little.
Come.
English.
Age.
My name is Sayan Samanta.
How old are you?
I am 13 years old.
He's 13, he's Shayan Shamanto.
Great. Chal, ChauddhaChuli.
My name is Rupam Das.
Rupam Das. How old are you?
Rupam Das.
I am old 11 years.
He is 11 years old.
Okay, great. Chalo.
Tall boy.
Proloy Kaur, Proloy. Devastation. His name's meaning is devastation. Proloy Kaur. How old are you?
Devastation.
I old.
What?
I am old 12 years.
He is 12 years old. He is
12
12.
years old.
He called Puchka.
Please come. Short.
My name is Anupama Maiti. I am 11 years old.
Anupama Maiti, 11 years old.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, yes.
My name is Anesha Maiti and I am 13 years old.
She's 13, Anisha Maiti.
Nice to meet you.
The brightest minds here.
Yes. Hi.
My name is Susmita Khila. I am 13 years old.
Susmita.
Shushmita, 12
Yes.
years old.
13.
13.
She's
13. Sorry.
Chalo. Great.
My name is Mandeep Khila. I am 12 years old.
Mandeep, 12 years old.
Mondeep, nice to meet you, Mondeep.
Yes.
Yes.
Just a thank you.
Nice to
Right.
Come.
My name is Vishnu Vadamatra. I am old 13 years.
He's 13 years old. His name is Vishnu. So his name connects to the Indian god Vishnu. Shiva, Vishnu. Yeah, Vishnu. So yeah, Vishnu. So his name connects to the Indian god Vishnu.
How?
Yeah. No. Count.
My name is Vikranjan Maiti. I am 12 years old.
Deep Ranjan Maiti. Deep
Nice
Ranjan.
to meet you.
His name is Light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 years old.
Last but not least.
My name is Ayandeep Kaur. I am 13 years old. Nice to meet you.
Oh.
Nice to meet you too.
I really enjoyed.
Oh. Yes. Great,
That
guys.
makes me very happy.
Yes. Actually, thank you all. Akbar.
Thank you.
Alright, great.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Take care.
Please take care.
We'll be in touch. Thank you.
We'll be in touch, definitely. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Alex.
Bye-bye.